Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 1 of the discussion on exemplar problems from the NCERT exemplars problems book. In NCERT exemplar problems book, unit 3 contains questions from the chapter squares and square roots as well as cubes and cube roots. So in this exemplar problems, we will be discussing question number 1 to 24 MCQ type questions, question number 25 to 48 fill in the blank types, question number 49 to 86 true or false type, and question number 87 to 142 short answer type and long answer type. So with the MCQ questions, that is from question number 1 to 24, we will be starting our discussion in this part 1, and later in coming sessions we will complete rest of the type of questions. Students, I have already mentioned to you the importance of solving exemplar problems. I expect you, after solving all the questions from the textbook exercises from these two chapters, that is chapter 6 squares and square roots, chapter 7 cubes and cube roots, you solving these questions of exemplar problems. So let us start our discussion with the MCQ questions. Here question number 1. Question number 1 is 196 is the square of which out of A, B, C, D you need to choose a right answer. You know, here last digit is 6 and certainly it must be a square of a number ending in either 6 or 4. So straight away our option A and B are eliminated and we will check only for C and D because they are ending in 4. And you know 14 square is 196, and obviously we will choose here option C, Charlie. C, Charlie. So you know 16 square is 256, not the 196. Next, question number 2. Which of the following is square of an even number? So square of an even number is even. So we will look for such an option. Here B, C and D are odd numbers, so we need not look for anything. Here 144 is square of an even number. So alpha is the right answer. Next, coming to the question number 3, a number ending in 9 will have units place of its square as. So number ending in 9, suppose if you square 9 itself, you will have 81. So a number ending in 9 will have the units place of its square certainly 1. So here Charlie is the right answer again. Next, which of the following will have 4 at its units place? So in the question number 4, you are looking for 4 being in units place of square of the given numbers here. So 14 square. So certainly 4 4 is 16. So it ends in 6. 2 square, 62 square. So last digit 2, 2 square ends in 4. So right answer is B. 7 square ends in 9. 49 is the 7 square, so 9. 27 square also ends in 9. 35 square, certainly since it is ending in 5, it ends in 5. So we will not do all the calculations. Instead, we will use the properties of square numbers to answer these questions. So in MCQ, you should be smart enough to choose the right answer in a crisp manner. So for that, we are doing this way. Next, coming to the question number 5. How many natural numbers lie between 5 square and 6 square? See children, you know 5 square is 25 and 6 square is 36. How many numbers are lying between them? If you count, you will have 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 and 35. So there are 10 numbers. So how do you find in a short form? I have already said for this we need to do sum of these numbers 5 and 6 and one less than that predecessor of it will give this. We have already learnt reason also in our squares and square roots chapter. Here the right answer is 10. Bravo is the right answer. Next, in question number 6, which of the following cannot be a perfect square? So we learned some properties of square numbers. A number ending in 2, 3, 7 or 8 cannot be a perfect square. So we know this rule. So using this, a number ending in 2, 3, 7 or 8, here it is 1, it is ending in 9, it is ending in 8, and option D is all of the above. Certainly 841 is a square number, 529 is also a square number. You know here 529 square root is 23. It is square of 23. So 841 is square of 29. So knowing this, option D cannot be, and option A cannot be, option B cannot be, option C can be. That way also can search, and knowing this property also, since it is ending in 8, cannot be. So that way also can tell that that is not a perfect square. Next, one's digit of the cube of 23 is. So children, we know that cube of a number ending in 3 will ends in 7. So here right answer is bravo, 7. You can even cross check 3 multiplied by itself gives you 27 and it ends with 7. Next, coming to the question number 8, a square board has an area 144 square units. How long is each side of the board? See, it is 144, where square of a board having x centimeter or x units as a length will have its area as x square. So x square equals to 144. It implies x equals to 12 units. So right answer is here again bravo, 12 units. Next, coming to the question number 9. Here, which letter best represents the location of root 25 on a number line? Here number line is given A 01, B 34, C 6, 7, and 7 corresponds to D, 2 corresponds to B, C corresponds to A, 5, A corresponds to -1 obviously, or maybe prior to that. Here root 25 is equals to 5. So here we look for number 5 on a number line. So C is the one representing 5. So here right answer is Charlie. Next, coming to the question number 10, if one member of a Pythagorean triplet is 2 meter or 2m, then the other two members are. So we have already learnt one identity, m square plus 1, m square minus 1 and 2m are the expressions which will give Pythagorean triplets. So we know that Pythagorean triplets can be given by m square minus 1, 2m and m square plus 1. So with this we get Pythagorean triplets. We have, for example, taking m as a 1, m should be more than compulsory 1, because if m is 1, then we will have a 0 coming as one of the number. So m should be more than 1. Suppose if I take m as 2, so 2 square minus 1 gives 3, 2 into 2 gives 4, 2 square plus 1 gives 5. So 3:4:5 is one of the Pythagorean triplet. Here the right answer is bravo, m square minus 1, m square plus 1 and 2m are 3 Pythagorean triplets. Next, 11th question, the sum of successive odd numbers from 1 to 15. That means you are asked to find 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13. So we know that here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sum of first 7 odd numbers we are doing, and it is square of 7. So we know one of the properties saying this, and its answer is 49. You can cross check even by adding 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 7, 16, 16 plus 9, 25, 25 plus 11, 36, 36 plus 13, 49. Obviously 7 square it is. So we can do this way. Next, coming to the question number 12, the sum of first n odd natural numbers. Sum of first n odd natural numbers is n square. Just now we saw that it is again bravo, n square. Next, question number 13, which of the following numbers is a perfect cube? Which of the following numbers is a perfect cube? So you need to look for amongst these which are the perfect cubes, and always remember, if it is a perfect cube, it will end with all the possible digits. It can end with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have any specifically that this digit cannot be the end digit of a perfect cube. So that way we cannot say. But there is one more here, 8640. It has got only one digit of 1 0 at the end. That means it cannot be a perfect cube. If at all a perfect cube ending in zeros, it should end in the zeros of multiples of 3's. So 3 zeros, 6 zeros, like that. So here D cannot be. First of all we can decide. And you know perfect cubes 1, 8, 27, 64, 125. Next, 216, 343. You know 343, 7 multiplied by 7 and multiplied by 7 gives 343. Next, 8 into 8 into 8 gives 512. Next, we have got 9 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 9 gives 729, and 10 multiplied by itself for 3 times gives 1000. Now watch here, we have got 216, it's a perfect cube, and between 216 and 343 we don't have any other perfect cube, and even between 343 and 512 also 392 cannot be a perfect cube. So you can check that like that. Next, coming to the question number 14, the hypotenuse of a right triangle with its legs 3x and 4x is. See children, we have already Pythagorean triplet giving us the length of the sides of a right angle triangle. Suppose if it is of 3 units, that is one of the perpendicular leg of a hypotenuse is 3 units and the other perpendicular leg is 4 units, then the hypotenuse is 5 units. Here same thing is asking. So hypotenuse of a right triangle with its legs we call perpendicular legs. The sides in a right angle triangle which are perpendicular to each other are called legs, and the other longest side is called hypotenuse. So we have that hypotenuse being 5 units. Here the right answer is alpha 5x because it is 3x and 4x. Next, coming to the question number 15. The next two numbers in the pattern, here 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, they are all square numbers. So the next number is 36 and next to that is 49. So right answer is bravo, 36 and 49. Next, question number 16. Which among would end with the digits 1? So you know, square of any number ending in 9 ends in 1. Square of any number ending in 1 ends in 1. So 1 square ends in 1, 9 square ends in 1 because 81. So here right answer is delta 59 square. Next, coming to the question number 17. A perfect square can never have the following digits in its ones place, that is units place. So it can have 1, it can have 0, it can have 6, only it cannot have 8, 2, 3, 7 or 8. So here right answer is bravo. Next, coming to the question number 18. Which of the following numbers is not a perfect cube? Again you are asked to check properly. Here 125 5 cube, 343 7 cube, 216 6 cube. So the only 567 is not a perfect cube. So next, coming to the question number 19. Cube root of 1000 is equal to 10. So alpha is the right answer. In the question number 20, if m is the square of a natural number, if m is square of a natural number n, then n is called square root of m. So here right answer is delta, square root of m. Then coming to the question number 21. A perfect square number having n digits where n is even will have square root with the digits. For example, here 36, square root of it has got one and only one digit, 6, because it has got 2 digits. Now let us take with 4 digits. With 4 digits we have, let us take 1225. It is the square of 35. So square root of 1225 is 35. So it has got only 2 digits. So a perfect square number having n digits where n is even will have n by 2 digits. Here again Bravo is the right answer. If m is the cube root of n, if m is the cube root of n, then n equal to m cube. So then n is equals to m cube is the right answer here, alpha. Next, coming to the question number 23, 144. So this is a simple expression, we need to solve it. Here square root of 248 plus square root of 52 plus 12, because root 144 is 12. So 52 plus 12 gives us in the next step. So let me take here continuation, I am writing here. So root under 248, so we get root under 64. Now what is root under 64? Root under 64, 248, and it is 8. So we get root under 248 plus 8 is 256. Now what is the value of root under 256? Root under 256 is 16. So right answer is C, Charlie. 16 is the right answer. Next, coming to the question number 24. He gave already square root of 4096 is 64. Then find the value of this. Now see, first when we are finding 4096 square root plus square root of 40.96, that can be written as square root of 4096 upon, because here I have taken this number multiplied by 100 and divided by 100. So square root of, and I have taken within the square root. So that means we have 40.96 multiplied by 100 giving you square root of 4096 upon square root of 100. That means 64 plus 64 by square root of 100 is 10, which means 64 plus 6.4, it gives 70.4. The right answer is delta. So students, with this I have completed all the questions of MCQ from this exemplar problems. So let us wind up this session with this exemplar problems. From our next session onwards, let us start from the fill in the blanks 25th question onwards. So till then, take care, be safe, and I say with this, Jai Hind, thank you.